softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me. I'm happy in your company with no emotion, 'cause my love deserves to be.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to everyone. I'd like to thank to everyone for coming today. If everyone is here, then we can start our meeting now. Let me introduce my name again. My name is Muhammad Firdaus Norman. I'm holding a position as a senior manager from Human Resource Department of Media Prima Berhad. Before I start with my presentation, please allow me to greet to our board director of this company. Please welcome Datuk Dr. Syed Hussein Al-Junaid, our Group Chairman of Media Prima Berhad, Datuk Iskandar Mizal Mahmud, Group Managing Director, Miss Lydia N. Abraham, Chairman of the Risk Management Committee and Member of Audit Committee, Yang Mulia Raja Datuk Zaharatun, Chairman of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee and Option Committee, Mr. Hisham, Independent Non-Executive Director, and Mr. Muhammad Abdullah, Non-Independent Non-Executive Director of Media Prima Berhad. Thank you for getting here on time. I will keep this meeting brief as I know that you are all a busy person. Okay, I have called this meeting in order to report the success of a team building course which has been organized by our department, Human Resource Department, Media Prima Berhad. Our company, Media Prima Berhad, is the Malaysian largest media and entertainment company with businesses in television, radio, advertising, content creation, and digital media. In today's fast-moving workplace, the impact from this work routine atmosphere has caused our workforce into a situation where they develop a negative attitude among themselves. Acknowledging with this situation, Human Resource Department has come out with solution with organizing a team building activity which involve our staff from administration department and support staff. Before I continue with team building presentation, let me briefly describe about the workplace conflict identified and why this activity related to. As you can see from the showing graph before, we conduct a survey among our staff in order to know the exact critical issue they are facing at workplace. The result from the survey showing 45% from our staff are having a communication issue, another 40% mistrust of teammate, and the rest 50% disregard of company policy. We identified that our workforce is 1. Lack of communication, 2. Mistrust of teammate, and 3. Disregard of company policy. For the lack of communication, so many big problems could be avoided if everybody recognized the importance of keeping team members in the loop. Good internal communication helps employees feel trusted and connected to each other. If communication totally run off the rails, issue and conflict will begin popping up everywhere. For the mistrust of a teammate, when employees don't feel they can trust to each one another, it almost led to a bad news. Office conflicts are usually a sign of a lack of trust and teamwork. When you play on a team and trust the other people, you work and think and act differently. It doesn't mean that everyone is working at the same pace or level, but the mutual respect is apparent and conflict arises less. For disregard of company policy, certain things can have a domino effect in the office, including disregard a company policy. A common issue I have faced in the past when employee disregarding the company policy, it having a ripple effect on multiple employees. Needless to say, people ignoring company policy is a guideline recipe for repeated conflict. So after we found the core issue on the workplace, the department has come out with the solution in organizing the team building activity in order to rebuild the team spirit and cooperation between employees. Team building activity not only bond employees closer, but it also motivates them and creating a positive workplace environment. This kind of activity help improve internal communication and productivity, boosting morale at workplace and in helping employees get to know to each other. Team building activity has been held at Dusun Eco Resort Janda Baik Pahang on 24th of October until 25th of October 2020. It is a 2 days and 1 night event. Number of participants participating into this activity are 50 people, including 10 people who are the member secretariat of the committee of this activity. The objective from this activity are to foster stronger relationship and cohesiveness in team. 2. To ignite the spirit of achievement to achieve performance excellence. 3. To learn and internalize corporate value. And 4. To improve team communication effectiveness. Okay, the team building practices is not need to be confused with what is referred to a team recreation, which consists of variety of activity that are mainly for recreational. The exercise involved in team building consists of variety of tasks that are designed with the aim of developing the group members as well as their capability of working together effectively and efficiently. The activity we plan for our participants consists 1. Jungle trekking, 2. Rock climbing, 3. Range of obstacles, and 4. Treasure hunt, and lastly, professional development workshop. Okay, let us move to the expenditure. We managed to stick and even minimalize the actual budget as approved by our account department. The cost for one participant are RM150 with including 5-time meals per day, recreation and sport facility, and Dewan seminar fees. For 50 participants, total cost is RM7,500. In addition, another RM500 has been provided for gift and certificate costs. Overall, total expenditure for this activity are RM8,000. We are able to save RM2,000 from RM10,000, which has been approved by from our account department. I can say this activity is success in rebuild their communication and teamwork spirit. Our secretariat have collected a feedback data from our participants regarding this activity. As you can see from the graph, 100% participants saying that this activity is great, 50% good, and another 50% is not good. The positive feedback from our participants can be considered as a success of this activity. The process of attitude change is not something that can be done in a blink of an eye. However, during the activity, I can see the strong relationship, leadership, and bond in them. This activity have helped them in boosting their self-confidence as well as their morale and turns them into a new leaf. In conclusion, with increasing their motivation, it also helps them to improve their productivity at workplace. This kind of activity has the power to build a stronger relationship, which will in turn improve productivity, retention, engagement, and morale. And I hope from the positive vibe they get from this activity, it will bring the benefit to the company as well. Okay, that brings me to the end of the presentation. If you have any further question or want to discuss any of it in more detail, we can meet privately or you can send me an email. Thank you for listening, and I wish everyone have a good day ahead. Thank you so much, and Assalamualaikum.